It really feels to me that Barcelona are in the midst of an identity crisis. With Barca not having any financial muscle to pick who they want to, it's more like who can we get out of the market? Although I feel like Gundogan and Oriol Romeo is like a great signing or great additions to the squad, Barcelona are extremely limited. In this video, we'll be talking about Joao Cancelo and how he might be able to take us through the season. But before we get into all of that, please do subscribe to the channel as that will be helping us a lot and join the family. Of course, to every transfer there are like positive and negatives, so we will be getting through the positive first and get to the negatives to see what the signing could mean for Barcelona and actually what Xavi is trying to do, because he brings a lot to the table. I don't think anyone doubt his talent. He's a great addition. He can be a great player. Maybe some attitude problems in the dressing room, but since he's joining a new team, this could be his big break, and this could also be great for FC Barcelona. So let's see the tactical problems that Joao Cancelo would be solving for FC Barcelona. The first thing that I can really think of is the fact that he would immediately solve Barcelona's double pivot problems. Because I feel like that double pivot is making us play a lot more deeper, because you see we have Oriol Romeo, but still we have Frenkie de Jong who's doing most of the work, right? So when you have Joao Cancelo, you might be able to only pick either Frenkie or Oriol Romeo. And this is going to clear things a lot, right? For Barcelona. Then we don't have to pick like somebody on the left wing. So if Oriol Romeo inverts, Joao Cancelo, Barcelona would still have like a box midfield. And I can tell you that Joao Cancelo, we know what he's capable of in this position, right? We know how Xavi likes to overload the midfield. If Joao Cancelo can be here and join Oriol Romeo like a pivot, and we know he's done it at City, he would immediately solve this double pivot problem. Then we can pick 2 3/8s and have a winger on the left side. Then we don't have to put Pedri or Gavi on that left side to invert into a midfield to create this box. Now you have width, you are overloading the midfield, right? So that is the main problem that I think Joao Cancelo would be solving for Barcelona, the inverted right back, right? The only problem then with this would be if we have Balde. So this might have to be like Marcos Alonso, right? This might have to be that guy to play in that position. That is going to limit Balde. But hey, this is two systems that Barcelona can play, right? Have Varane on the other side. If you want to do it the other way, Joao Cancelo can play left back as well. You know, so he brings you options, right? Because he is a bona fide player, and like I said, we know he has played this position for Manchester City, right? The only problem then would be we can't be playing Balde on that left side, you know, because how is that going to work? Because you do want 3 players to be back. However, there's a solution for both Balde and Cancelo to be playing. Because if you use the inverted fullback, then either Frenkie or Oriol has to be on the bench. But if you want to play that double pivot, then both Alejandro Balde and Joao Cancelo can then overlap. So when you have Frenkie de Jong and you have Oriol Romeo, then I think it makes sense that both Balde and Joao Cancelo can then be overlapping. But therefore, then you need your wingers to be in the half space right there, right? And you need Robert Lewandowski. Then you have Alejandro Balde coming forward. You have Joao Cancelo coming forward, right? Then you can still see that we do have the 2-3-5 that we normally have. And guys, like I said in previous videos, this is the shape that I think Barcelona really needs to like get, because then you have Pedri, Oriol and Frenkie in a 2-3-5 formation to be able to find these guys. Because imagine Pedri is playing here, you know, and finding these guys. We know Gundogan can maybe play for Frenkie as well, and then Frenkie can substitute Oriol Romeo. But I don't think Pedri and Frenkie de Jong and these guys should be in these positions right here, playing with their backs to goal. You've seen what I said in the previous video, where these guys are the ones that should be playing a little bit more deeper, because they're the ones who you can actually like find these other players, and that is what Cancelo can bring you, right? These guys both overlapping, and then you know Cancelo is good at the crosses that he can give. You know you want Balde to attack there, and if you need a back 3. One of Frenkie de Jong and Oriol Romeo can easily pop into the back 3. And we all know that this is only going to be like temporarily, because we know Barcelona has most of the ball. But against bigger teams, that you don't need the system to, because this is ultimately to open up low block defenses. But you don't need the system if you play against bigger teams, because those guys are going to be a lot more open, right? So both, this is what we need to do if both Alejandro Balde and Cancelo would be able to invert. And just his overall attacking ability, he's going to offer Barcelona and give Barcelona so much more in attack, you know. You do see what when Kunde or Araujo plays at that right back position, the technicalities that they normally don't get right, you know, like crossing, like running into the box. We've seen this guy score goals. He has a great shot, and the running, he's quick, you know, and he can move into the half space. He can interchange with Pedri as well. So I think he's going to offer Barcelona so much more than what we have with Kunde and Araujo. There's definitely a lot that you can expect from Joao Cancelo. If you want to have like Lamine Yamal hugging the touchline and not Cancelo overlapping, because I think ultimately Lamal and Rafinha, I would want them to be like hugging the touchline. Then you can have Joao Cancelo in this position right here, you know, keeping the ball and his passing range. He can easily find Lamal to with the overlapping run here. You can easily find Pedri. Man, you can even have Joao Cancelo in this position right here, you know, and then you can have Pedri a little bit deeper. Cancelo can also be like in the half space. He can interchange with Lamal or Rafinha, you know. But just like I said, that overall technical ability that Joao Cancelo has, because he's a natural right back, by the way, right? The only problem you might find with this signing for Joao Cancelo is that right side he often doesn't run in time back enough to be able to run, right? That's why you saw at Bayern Munich, he wasn't playing because Mazraoui and Benjamin Pavard was better defensive options for Bayern Munich because they already had like the left wing. So that's the only problem that I think we might have, apart from the in the dressing room, maybe attitude problems, whatever. That is the only problem that we have would be defensively. But like I said, we do mainly have possession. I don't think we would have a problem with signing Joao Cancelo. His positives outweighs his negatives, right? To be honest with you. But do let me know, what do you think about Joao Cancelo? But there's a lot that still needs to happen, and I do really believe and hope that this signing of Joao Cancelo could happen, because he would add so much more to Barcelona. But do let me know, what do you think about Barca and how our season will be going. Thank you very much for watching this video. Subscribe as always, join the family, and let me know what do you think down below. Thank you very much.